Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bad Big Games, where we talk about all things PlayStation and games. I'm your host, Joseph, and today we're going to be celebrating the 5th anniversary of the PlayStation 4, the only way I know how. We're going to talk about my favorite memories with the console so far. So, with all that said, with all that out of the way, Future Joe, start the show. So I wanted to do something different with this video. Instead of talking about how many PlayStations sold and how many units sold on what console and this, that, the other thing, I just want to take you guys through memory lane. I want to go down each year talking about the good, the bad, and the great. And I want to talk about why I chose PlayStation over all other platforms. Because to be honest with you guys, before the PlayStation 4's launch, I consider myself not a fanboy at this point in time, but I definitely was a Microsoft fanboy for the longest time. I really was. I played on my PC when it came to strategy games and anything Blizzard, and then when it came to everything else, I played my Xbox. I played the original Xbox. I played the Xbox 360, but there comes a time in every man's life that you go through a certain amount of red rings where you get disillusioned and disenfranchised with a company. I went through too many red rings. I went through too many Xboxes, and I had enough. I was like, you know what? I'm going PC. I'm sick and tired of it. And it was during this time as well, I picked up a PlayStation 3 off a sketchy dude, and I played Uncharted 2, and then I played The Last of Us, and I was just like, actually, PlayStation has great exclusives. So you know what? I'm going to go PC with everything, but when it comes to the games I can't play on PC, like at the time GTA 5, I'll pick it up on PlayStation 3 because I just had it with Microsoft. But I knew reluctantly, a part of me, yeah, I was going to go pick up the next Xbox, sure, because that's where all my friends were. But then the launch happened, the announcements happened, the DRM, the always on, the Connect, the how you trade in your video games, like it was something where I was just like, okay, PlayStation 4 protest vote, and I think so many of us did as well on that day, where Xbox started just changing its tune left and right. But it was too little, too late. I got my PlayStation 4, the OG console, which I think is, and I know you guys, we all have opinions, but to me, it's one of the most beautiful consoles ever. I don't know, I love it. It's an awesome looking quadrilateral. It's great. I love the shape. With that though, Killzone Shadowfall I thought was a terrific multiplayer game. At least in the start, I loved the pistol matches. I thought they were great. I played a ton of Battlefield 4 and then a lot of Resogun. And matter of fact, this game is going to be talked about year after year. It seems Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I'm not a big fan of the series. Up until Black Flag, Origins and Odyssey are amazing. Black Flag was that Assassin's Creed game for me. I love being a pirate. And I actually played Assassin's Creed during 2014. And to me, it is my game of the year for 2014, but it came out in 2013 because for me, I feel like the first year of PlayStation and Xbox, this is the beginning generation, it was slow. It was so slow. Like Titanfall was supposed to be the Call of Duty killer. It wasn't. Watch Dogs was supposed to be the game that showed us what this generation is all about. It wasn't. Destiny, the first steelbook I'm going to show you guys. I love Destiny. It's a great game. It is a troubled game though. But seeing the Bungie logo, seeing Bungie on the screen of my PlayStation, I say this a lot, and I'll continue saying it to the day I die. Seeing Bungie on stage at Sony, holy crap! Like these are the guys that made the Master Chief, made Halo, one of my favorite franchises of all time. I used to color in my stormtroopers green so that I make them look like the Master Chief when I was a kid. I love Halo. Seeing Bungie on PlayStation stage and seeing them every time I turn on a PlayStation or when I play Destiny is crazy. But none of these games kind of lived up. And it was kind of like, okay, I kind of thought in 2014, is it over with me and video games? Do I need to find a new hobby? And then 2015 happened. And the Order 1886. I'm only kidding. Order 1886, first game I ever platinumed because it was stupid easy. And I think it's a game that does deserve a sequel, but I think that's for another video. This game, though, Bloodborne. Yeah, a lot of people don't know. There's a steelbook version of this game, and it is beautiful. It is one of my most prized possessions. I'm not kidding you. I live a sad life. Bloodborne is stellar. And Bloodborne taught me a very important lesson. Don't listen to people. Because I was so intimidated of games like Bloodborne, of Soulsborne games. I was so intimidated by Dark Souls because people are like, prepare to die, prepare to die. And I always say, prepare to try. Because these games are worth it. They give you as much as you give them. I love Bloodborne so much. And in 2015, this was my game of the year. And I mean it. It was so great. Witcher 3, though, give it a huge shout out because, my God, when people tell you, oh, this world feels like it was lived in, The Witcher 3 feels like it was war torn. There is never a game that just sold me on its world until Red Dead Redemption 2 that Witcher 3 did. Like, it looked like a battlefield just happened when you're crossing a battlefield. You felt like you were in this medieval fantasy city when you were there. It was grounded, it was dirty, it was gritty, but it felt real. It felt like I could visit there over the summer. It felt like it was New Zealand, but man, did it not go the way they thought it was. So with that, 2015, a stellar year for games. Again, Bloodborne, The Witcher, games that didn't speak to me as much. Arkham Knight, Fallout. Fiona got that one. Terrific games, I bet, just didn't speak to me, but 2015 kind of felt like it was picking it back up. Now, 2016, on the other hand, this is where, to me, things really take off. Uncharted 4. I love this game. I think it's fantastic. Is it the best Uncharted game? No. Slow your horses, okay? Settle down. Still Uncharted 2, but what a swan song of Nathan Drake. What a great goodbye. In the most great way. This game made me cry. It made me have the feels real hard, especially towards the end. The brother dynamic between him and Sam are just fantastic. This game is fantastic. If you own a PlayStation, you haven't gotten this game, do. And also, the multiplayer also slaps. It's fucking awesome. Please, please, please pick up Uncharted 4. Again, multiplayer, not that bad. And then talk about feelings. Overwatch. I've been following this game ever since it was Project Titan. Okay? 3 nerds just perked up out of their chair when I said that. This is the game, man. This is another feeling of like, holy shit, I'm turning on my PlayStation. And yeah, we've had Diablo on the PlayStation, but we haven't had a new IP from Blizzard in God knows how long. And I'm playing it on my PlayStation. I've played and I've bought Overwatch on every single platform. I love this game so much. In 2016, this was the game that devoured my life. I played it for like 5 months straight. I didn't want to play anything else but this game. Also, honorable mentions for 2016, Doom. Holy shit, yes. Titanfall 2, great single player. Definitely, please pick that up. There's still a community there. Play it. And then Watch Dogs 2. It learned from all of its mistakes. I love Marcus as a character. I love San Francisco as the setting. It was such a better setting than rainy-ass Chicago with Aiden was his name. I don't know. Generic white guy number 5. Awesome. I loved Watch Dogs 2. I honestly, it was on my short list as a Game of the Year contender, but nothing could compare to Overwatch. And then VR happened in 2016. Holy shit, there's been so much. And I gotta tell you guys, at this very point in time, there's not a better time to own a PlayStation VR. It's on sale all the time. You can get one for cheap for like $200. I know that cheap is a relative term, but dude, so many great games, right? You got the Arkham VR, you got Tetris Effect. Holy crap, it's amazing. You got Moss, you're gonna get Beat Saber. Seriously, Firewall, get a PlayStation VR. It turned me from a skeptic of VR to a believer. Not that VR is the future of gaming, but that it has a space in society. PlayStation VR is by far my favorite headset because it's so comfortable, and to me it's the most convenient out of what we have right now. So with that, 2016, stellar year for PlayStation. 2017, though, we get Horizon Zero Dawn. And here's the thing about Horizon Zero Dawn. This is the only game I'm going to talk about in 2017 because to me, it's amazing. And I started off lukewarm on it. I actually played it and I didn't fall in love with it in the beginning. I didn't. I actually, like, a few days afterwards, I played, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I was like, oh my god, this is the game of the year. Nintendo is amazing. Like, whatever everyone else says. And then 3 months later, I dust off my PlayStation after the drought of the Nintendo Switch because it's just been hit after hit. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do me a solid over E3. After E3, I'm gonna just take a week and I'm gonna play Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh no, there's a dent. Oh, there's a dent. God damn it. Anyway, this game, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with Aloy. I think she's one of the best characters in a video game. And to me, she's one of the best female protagonists in a video game. Color me an SJW, Snowflake, Cuck, whatever the hell you want to call me. But I was just like, this is awesome because she's the first female protagonist I could think of that I've come across where, like, it's not about TNA. You know what I'm talking about, fellas? I saw myself in Aloy. Aloy could be black, Asian, a dude, a chick, whatever, red hair, black hair. I saw the best of myself in Aloy.
That's what she said. Or he said.
And it really was. She's so courageous, so curious, so everything that I saw myself and what I wanted myself to be, and her journey, that story, after playing Horizon Zero Dawn, that world that seemed so alien, but at the same time so familiar. That game, I turned it off and I was like, I need to make a PlayStation podcast. I need to make a PlayStation podcast right meow. And thanks to Horizon Zero Dawn, we made the trophy room and you guys really, really love it. Thank Aloy. Thank Guerrilla Games. A company, if we could just take a second, Horizon Zero Dawn is made by a company that made first-person shooters, right? That's their pedigree. And they made an RPG that went up against a game that's been doing this for decades, Legend of Zelda. That's just a feat of itself. Whether you think Horizon Zero Dawn's better or whatever is beyond the point. They made it seem like they've been doing RPGs forever. And that's awesome. Pick up Horizon Zero Dawn. Then with that, let's get on to 2018. And I'm going to say it right now. Kind of get nervous when I say it. Because, you'll see. God of War 4 is the greatest game I've ever played. It's just the best. God of War 4 is a story of a godlike man trying to be a dad. And throughout playing it, this is not a game you can stream. Don't ever stream this game. It's a mistake if you do. Please just take the experience. You don't need a crowd every time you play a game. Play this game. Be secluded from everything. Take in this world.
That's what she said. Don't you dare.
Please, because this game, if you're trying to entertain people while a cinematic is going, you're not paying attention to it. Each word, each line of dialogue is important and impactful, and it is the story of me and my dad. My dad is an immigrant from faraway land called Espanol, and so is Kratos, not from Spain, more like Greece. And you get the point, though. He's a man out of his element in a land he's not familiar of, with a son that he can't relate to. That's God of War for me. Seeing and hearing the arguments Kratos and Atreus would have and how they got along, that's me and my dad to a T. It's an imperfect but loving relationship. All about the one thing that ties them together is their mother. And I remember there was a point in my time where my mother wasn't in the picture, and play this fucking game. Seriously. It is... I'm a sad man that cries over video games. This is one of them. It is beautiful. It is awesome. It is a technical achievement. Thank you, Santa Monica. Because up until this point, I never played a game like it. And there's always games that when you think of like, holy shit, how did he do this? God of War is a single shot A single shot, meaning it's panning with every single, even you're walking into a cinematic and it just happens. There's no load screens. Every time, every movement, every beautiful vista you see, I am amazed. My mind is blown. It does not compute. Now, I mean, let you guys know, breaking the fourth wall here. I forgot this game. Going back out of the tears, Spider-Man. Best Spider-Man game I've ever played. It's my favorite superhero game. It's amazing. It's fantastic. It is the thing that Insomniac Games should be so proud of. This game's stellar and captures what Peter and who Peter Parker is, who Spider-Man is, and does it in its own Insomniac way. This game is fucking awesome. And just swinging through the city is nothing short of spectacular or amazing. Back to God of War. Red Dead Redemption, by God. This is the last game I'm going to talk about. It kind of goes to show, holy shit, 2018 was amazing. 2017 was amazing. This game took a little bit out of everything that I liked. It blows my mind. There's so much detail. The world feels lived in. It's an amazing game. I'm going to say something very controversial, though. I like Red Dead Redemption 1 better. And I mean a lot better. Not saying or trying to take anything away from the hard work and the dedication that Rockstar made to this game. But I just like 1 better. Maybe it's just my nostalgia. But though the game is amazing and has amazing characters, amazing world, I mean, dude, it makes Breath of the Wild look like a 2D game when it comes to the things you're able to do and explore and find and see in this game. Red Dead Redemption 2, man. It's great. It's a great game. Not taking away from anything. Okay, you saw me cry. I'm being honest as I can. And so with that, that's been PlayStation for 5 years. It has provided me with experiences that I really can't get anywhere else. It's been a phenomenal year for a PlayStation fan. It's been a phenomenal 5 years of PlayStation, but not just that, of games, because that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting down and I want a story to be told. That's what I'm doing. I want to get lost in your world. I want to get just sucked into your storytelling. And with that, when people go like, oh, why PlayStation? Because the Xbox One X is the most powerful. It's the best place to play. I can't play God of War on your console. Can't play Uncharted on your console. Can't play Bloodborne on your console. I can't play Horizon Zero Dawn anywhere else. I can't play Bloodborne, the game of the generation. Look, it's Kotaku right there. Totaku, what am I telling you? I can't have a VR experience on your machine. I can't. There are experiences here. That's what games are. Games are supposed to be experiences. They're supposed to satisfy you. Some games are fun. A lot of games are fun, but games don't have to be fun. They have to be a moment that you don't regret, right? They have to be at the end of the experience, whether it's something depressing and hard like The Last of Us, something as lighthearted as Spider-Man. You're supposed to feel satisfied. And that's what all these games do, and then some. So, guys, that's been my trip down memory lane with this console. Holy shit, this is a long video just looking at it. So, guys, I want to know, what are your favorite memories with PlayStation? Let me know in the comment section down below. I really want to know. I want to try, and I will try my best to reply to each and one of your comments because, hey, man, you spent, spoiler alert, don't look down yet, like almost 20 minutes, if not 20 minutes. So go share me your experiences. I really want to know. So with all that said, here at Bat Games, we talk about all things PlayStation and games. And if you're with me there, then please hit like, share, subscribe. It helps grow this big, beautiful family that I call home, because that's why I do this. I do this so that I could talk to you guys. And if you like news, rants like these, you love unboxings, you like trailer reactions, and also we do a podcast called The Trophy Room, a PlayStation podcast made by the players for the players each and every Thursday with my best friend Kyle, here on YouTube, on iTunes, on Spotify, anywhere there's an RSS feed. go follow us. It's awesome. I love it. And with all that said, with all that out of the way, everybody, keep hunting, keep playing PlayStation. Now, I still keep to the old adage of keep your wits about you and have a nice one.